If everybody will stand, we'll say the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. Everybody's had a chance to read the previous minutes. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Okay, first on the public agenda tonight, we have Greg Breimer here from, he's going to do our okra for the green building. So he's going to lead us through that project.
Yes, okay. Mayor, members of the council, Kara, thank you. This is our second public hearing for the building demolition grant from Okra. You may recall that this was back in April the 3rd. We submitted a proposal to Okra, giving them sort of a 50,000 foot level idea of what we want to do. They liked the idea. They came here for a site visit and they invited us for to submit an application. It's still a very competitive process. The purpose of the hearing, though, today is to discuss the city's grant application and then also allow the public an opportunity, one, to learn about the project, and two, ask any questions they may have. The city is applying for $399,950. Now, there is a local match that is required to go with that. The local match is $44,450. That money is coming from the Dunkirk Industrial Development Corporation. We want to make sure that the citizens are fully informed. That's a key part of the Okra grant application. We will submit the full application June the 2nd. And we should know whether or not we receive the grant. Funding announcements are scheduled to be made the first week of September. So also with us this evening is Allie Doherty. And Allie works with the engineering architectural firm that is doing the work. So I'm happy to answer any questions about the grant. Technical stuff, I'm going to turn it over to Allie. So Allie, thank you.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. So the project that we're proposing to Okra includes the demolition of the building located at 303 South Main Street. The building is currently in poor condition and continues to deteriorate. RC engineers teamed with us and completed a condition assessment of the building to help determine if the rehabilitation of the building is feasible. Rehabilitation of the building is feasible if you're wanting to spend about $1.3 million just to restore the structural integrity, and that does not include any of the interior repairs such as mechanical, electrical, plumbing, etc. for functionality. So given the condition of the building and the excessive cost to rehab, demolition is recommended solution for the public safety. The building does share a load-bearing wall with the building next door at 322 South Main Street, which requires special consideration during demolition. Since the shared wall is load-bearing, the wall will need to remain in place after demolition. It will also be required to have a facade added to the wall to help protect the newly exposed brick that will be susceptible to weather damage, which is included in this project. So the estimated cost of the project, including construction, which is demolition, and non-construction costs, referencing the engineering, grant administration, and any legal, is $444,400. And I do have the budget breakdown if any council members would like to see another copy of it. It has not changed thus far in the process, but I do have a copy with me here today as well. Any questions?
Council have any questions? Any of the public? I think Allie explained most of it. We had environmentals done, we had structural engineers. They went as far as flying a drone over top of it, and the roof was basically, I don't know, 40% gone maybe, I don't know that. But they did a good job checking it out. The building is in dire shape.
And I'm sure Greg will remind you, if you haven't signed in for the public hearing, we do ask that everyone sign in this evening.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And the one thing I'll also mention, there are many people that are historic preservation fans, and they hate to see a building like this come down. But this project went to Washington. It had approval from Washington DC, the local, I should say the state Historic Preservation Office. They kind of begged off on it, and they wanted to make us renovate the building. And we said, look, this is way beyond help and reasonable fairness to expect the community to invest that much money. We sent it to Washington. Washington agreed with us. So we are in the process of wrapping up the environmental review for this. But I just, for the folks who are historic preservation minded, wanted to let them know that we did kind of run this up the flagpole at the highest level. So with that, one more call. Are there any questions or comments about this project? Anybody on the council? Okay. This fulfills the requirements of the second public hearing, and keep your fingers crossed for September, and we'll see what happens. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Ally. CN will not be with us tonight for a quarterly report. We will do that whenever she gets back with us and sets the meeting. So, under public agenda tonight, we have Dwayne Monroe here. He's from the commissioners. He's one of the commissioners. He is wanting to talk about the Jay County Solid Waste Recycling new building. So I'll let him take the floor.
So I do want to talk about solid waste, but I also want to talk to the rest of the council that wasn't here for the Board of Works meeting. We did approve an agreement. It's just basically we're handing over $22,000 worth of pagers to the fire department. So I think it's going to be a good thing for that, but if everybody wasn't aware of it, I wanted to make sure that was aware. And then what Jack was talking about, the solid waste district, we're looking at building a building, and the cost of the building was $1,225,000, and Jack's on this board with me, and we're kind of, before we award something, and just the way I am, I want to know how I'm going to pay for that. And so we're kind of getting all of our numbers in a row here to make sure we can do so. And the commissioners have requested that I come over and ask from Dunkirk a portion of that, which is $20,000 is what we're looking for. And I don't know if everybody from the council knows what the solid waste district does. It's basically the dumpsters that sit here for the residents of Dunkirk to go and recycle in, and those dumpsters get dumped 2 to 3 times a month, and it's $250 each time they get dumped. So that the district covers all that, correct, Jack?
Yes.
Yep. So anyway, so what this will do if we build this facility is basically going to save more money for the district to possibly expand more recycling services throughout the county. And you correct me if I got anything wrong, Jack, but you can stop me and throw in there. But that's what we're looking at. In order to lower all that cost, it's going to take a compactor to compact all this stuff. But I think we got till the end of the month to award this bid with the district. And so, like I said, I'm just wanting to know how we can pay for this. And I need to know where the money's going to come before I can award this bid. And I will say that the person that had the lowest bid was a Jay County resident. I mean, their business is here in Jay County and Red Key. So, but yeah, if there's anybody's got any questions, I'll try and answer it. Or
I'll help a little bit on this. I'm vice president of the Jay County Solid Waste Board. Chad Aker is the president. Most of the board's been there quite a few years. This building is 60 by 100, is that right? 40 by 100?
Don't ask me the dimensions.
I think it's 60
It
by
could
100.
be.
It'll have truck dock compactors, cardboard compactors, which we've got the cardboard compactor, we got at the little place out here, but we have nowhere to store all this stuff, so they picked up 2 or 3 of the smaller factories and bring all their cardboard to them now. We can bundle that, we bale that, and we can sell it. Plus, there's 5 dumpsters that won't be over there anymore, is that right?
Yeah.
Marsh and the
Yeah.
sheriff's department, they'll do away with them. Portland County residents will have to come through and dump it off at this recycling center. Dunkirk will still have their dumpsters. I think Red Key will have one, and then I think Salamone.
And there'll be one at
Got another
Bloomfield.
one. Ours will stay, and them dumpsters, I think, are manned by our sororities, 2nd, 4th, and 5th Saturdays, and they make a little money off that too. So I think Jay County really needs to step up and keep our recycling program going, because if we don't, it's, also, they take TVs, they take computer monitors over there. It costs like $10, no matter what it is, to get rid of. They do light bulbs, they crush light bulbs. They don't do batteries anymore. I think he's working on that. But there's a lot of stuff that goes to recycling there, and I think the county needs it. Plus, they have the toxicity day once a year, and they take in a lot of chemicals, a lot of tires. There's a lot of things that go on with the recycling behind the scenes people will see, so.
I will, if you guys want to know, I can give you a breakdown on who all were asking for money and things like that. So Dunkirk was the lowest at 20,000, but Portland, we was going to them for 50,000. The redevelopment commission for the county was 350,000. The district alone has half of the money. They've got 600,000 already. So the other remainder was going to come from the county. So I mean, I feel like it's going to go forward with or without Dunkirk, but I will say just like the pagers and just like this, I feel like the county and Dunkirk and the county and Portland and whatever town it is, we want to be a partner, work together for the same common goal, but that's what we're after, I guess, so.
I talked to Karen, we talked it over. If you guys vote to do this, it will come out of economic development money, which is there.
You guys are the first ones that I've came to too, so I can't say what Portland did or didn't do, but if you guys take action, I think that'll kind of push the envelope for the next people to follow suit maybe, but yeah.
Land has been purchased for this.
The land's already there, yep. It's the engineering, okay, it's located, we'll see, it'd be just west of Tyson, just by there, right there by the tower at Tyson is where it'll be
On
located.
Tyson Road.
Yep. The engineering's all done. We've got the bids, everything. We're to the point now that we gotta say yes, and how are we gonna pay for it, so, yeah.
Excuse me, can I speak?
Yep.
The Portland Economic Development donated 10 acres of land for this project. It's in that wooded area right there. That's where the
It's right next to the flood zone there. There's also,
wetland.
we did our environmentals, the Corps Board did all the testing for the grant, it's all good. Any other questions for Dwayne? I think we've pretty much covered what Jay County Solid Waste does, so.
Okay.
To council, what's your feelings on this?
I make a motion that we commit $20,000 to this project from economic development funds.
If there's no other questions, I'll entertain a second.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Good to go.
I appreciate it, thank you very much.
Will this open up any more jobs?
What's that?
Will this open up any more jobs
There's
for
a
the area?
possibility of maybe one.
Thank you, Gary.
Is George still there?
Yep,
He'll
George
still be
is,
there to run
he'll
it?
be the director of it,
Okay,
yep.
good.
He does a great job.
He does.
We wouldn't have the 600,000 that we have if it weren't for George, wouldn't you say, Jack?
Yes.
In the last few years, they've turned it around and they're doing good now, so. All right, moving on to the mayor tonight. We've got an invoice from Barnes and Thorburn for they did part of our TIF services. This invoice is for $1,508 even. So I'd like to get approval to pay that.
I'll make a motion to approve the name, Barnes and Thornburg.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Also, under the mayor tonight, it's time to do the township FAR contracts. Last year, we did a 3% increase for 2025. What's council's feelings for this year?
I think in 2024, we did 3% as well.
Well, like I said, costs aren't going down any. We've got a pumper truck that's down right now, we've got radios that we're buying, we've got, I mean, it seems like there's always something coming up, so I would make a motion that we continue with another 3% raise for 2025 or 2026.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
A motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Also tonight, I think everybody's heard about the Todd Building and the Stewart Brothers Building. Last meeting, it's council's position to let, if they want to have a liquor permit, it's got to go through council first. Last meeting and the meeting before, I think we did the Todd Building. This liquor permit request is for the Stewart Brothers Building. And that is all, we're not saying they can have a permit, all we're doing is saying it's all right with the city. That they can apply for the state for the permit. If there's no other questions, I'll entertain a motion for that.
I'll make a motion that we go for the liquor permit.
Now, I've got a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Got a motion, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That'll carry. Also, as a reminder, the next meeting, which will be the 25th, falls on Memorial Day, so we'll be moving on to the next month. Unless an emergency comes up, we will not have our second meeting this month. Also, under the mayor tonight, I'd like to touch on our buffer zone. Right now, Dunkirk's got a half-mile buffer zone. I would like to see that at least extended a mile. I'm not sure, I've got a meeting with the people that's doing our zoning right now. I don't know if they do buffer zones. Dunkirk's issue is we've got 3 counties here. We've got Jay, Blackford, and Delaware. So I don't know how that works if you extend your buffer to all three counties, but I think we need to be really considering extending this buffer zone now. So, I don't know what Portland's got, Dwayne, do you know if they have?
I think it's 2 miles.
It's not to stop anything, it just protects you if something does really happen, somebody tries to enforce something through you, do have a legal way of preventing it. So,
We just need to know what the process is
yeah, I would like permission to
to investigate
ask
that.
the bond marching if we can, if they do this, or I need to find somebody else that does it. I don't, does HWC do it?
We do, yeah.
Do you? Okay, well, being as we already got you hooked. If they vote to do this, you do
I can
it?
send you information, yep.
Okay, all right. So what's council's feelings on that?
I don't have any issues with it. I think it's pretty common.
I don't know if there's like Portland's a bigger county, they can go 2 miles, Dunkirk smaller city, maybe you're not allowed to go 2 miles, I don't know.
I don't think there's any regulations regarding the size that you're able to do. It's just based on what you have in writing designated as your zone. So you're wanting to, you currently have a half mile. You want to increase to 1.5 miles or to a mile?
To a mile.
To a mile.
Okay.
What's wrong with the mile?
Nothing, if that's.
She threw it out there.
I'm just trying to clarify.
I don't know, I don't know what Red Key's got.
So you're looking to investigate what opportunities you have to increase your buffer zone. The actual, what exact number you're looking for is up for discussion, is what I'm
Yes,
gathering.
let's put it that way.
Okay, yeah.
So we just did our ordinances today on like solar, wind, and all that stuff. We just did it today, and I took them out of my folder. And it had, one of the ordinances was for Dunkirk,
Right.
and the distance that any of that stuff could be there. So, I mean, if you do your buffer and change that, that probably might change this ordinance to back it up a little bit. So it follows your ordinance, or our ordinance follows your buffer zone. So
Yeah.
that might be good to find out, I guess.
I done talked to some people.
Okay.
And I probably needed to get ours established, because I said, we've been talking about this, and I was gonna bring it back up, but anyway.
Well, because I think they bumped solar outside of our half mile before, so.
They might have,
Where it was
but then they
originally.
changed the setback too, didn't they, Randy?
Yeah.
Are they back?
They did,
1,500?
I don't have it with me.
Okay.
If I did, I could have told you exactly what it was, but.
Okay,
Of course, it wouldn't have any effect on that now.
No.
If those agreements are already in place, but it would have some control over new development.
yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to stop anything as I am the newer stuff coming down the pipe. I'm not sure about the battery storage and all that stuff, the data centers,
All that stuff passed today on the ordinance.
yeah, I figured it did, but. Okay, if council will vote to give us approval to move on, I'll have Ally look into this.
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a motion, second, all in favor? Any nays? Thank you, Ally, for volunteering.
Yeah,
Your company. I didn't know who I was gonna go to.
that's okay. I will actually see the professional tomorrow, so.
Wes is not present tonight. We had some stuff, but we'll wait till he gets back. We'll move on to Donna.
The only thing I have is that we started filling the pool today.
Minor overhang.
What?
Did he say minor, like it was all right?
He didn't start till late this afternoon, so I didn't hear anything else, so I think.
It looks good after we backed it out the other day, yeah.
He's gonna work on the baby pool, try to reseal it, repaint it, and we're gonna fill it too, to see how much it holds. There was some water getting under the liner that we took out, but I don't know if it was coming through the liner or underneath it, so we'll find that out. We'll get it cleaned and filled up. Also, to help Donna on the pickleball court out there, we did our agenda this morning, and they were supposed to be here today to start painting the pickleball court, and it didn't get done, so maybe tomorrow they'll be here. You have anything else, Donna?
No, I don't.
Council President Jesse's not here tonight, so we'll move on to Christie.
The pumper truck is still down. They've taken the pump out. There's been no time schedule on when that's going to be fixed. So there's no filling pools, so that's fixed. And then there's field day. They take the fire trucks and stuff down the field day at West J Elementary on May the 14th for the kids to look at them and get acquainted with them. And then tomorrow night out here at the station, they're going to host the Indiana Volunteer Firefighters Association. It's their turn for, I guess each fire department takes turns, and it's their turn this year. So that sounds like quite a crowd to me.
What time does that start?
Robert did not tell me.
Today?
Tomorrow night,
Not tomorrow.
yes.
Anything else, Christie?
That's exactly.
Well, on the back of it, you might not have seen, I talked to Robert this afternoon about the emergency generator. You touched base with him on that?
No, he didn't tell me that.
Okay, 2 years ago, we put in a new emergency generator out there, which was still under warranty, and it is shot. Jim Shoemaker and his team put that in. He's going to switch and put a brand new one in. It'll be a different brand. I think he's going to Briggs and Stratton this time, but it won't cost us anything. Other than right now we're waiting. They're using their handhelds, and then they got to trip the overhead doors to get out. So it's caused a little bit of a problem.
The labor cost is a little more.
I don't know. He hadn't decided. He had to talk to him. The guy hadn't showed up to come. So we'll see about that.
Okay.
Moving on to Dan.
Yes, Stephen, do you want to explain what you're wanting to do with East Central Indiana or East Central contractors and
Yeah, so we've got, there's a lot of infiltration in town, like all over town. We've got people, their lines are old clay lines, they take on, especially on the southeast side of town. We get big heavy rains, Moore Avenue, Barbier, those down there. We'll take so much infiltration, it'll fill up our sanitary, we'll fill them to the manhole lids. So we're wanting to have ECC come in and camera all that down there to try to find out where the storm lines are hooked up into the sanitary lines. We know we've got an issue down there. They've tied something in, who knows how long ago. Maybe when they put the system in originally, they hooked lines up that wasn't correct. So wanting to see about using the stormwater, some of the stormwater money that we have to try to find where we have the illegal hookups from storm into sanitary.
Any other questions for Stephen on the?
you said
Camera
you're looking
lines?
at about, you're like to do around 7,000 feet, give or
Yeah,
take?
right around $25,000 roughly, and that would give us 7,000 plus feet, maybe more, maybe less, depending on how much they have to come in and jet and back. Which most of our sewer lines, we shouldn't have to have anything really as far as the jet and the back done before they can run the camera. So pretty much would be from Washington Street all the way to Willow on Broad, and then from Broad Street to Main Street, Moore Avenue, will be Moore Avenue, and then we'll do all of Barbier Street, and hopefully from Broad Street to Main Street on Washington Street. And then if we've got anything left, just head on out the town, out towards the liquor store, come around and come in behind the liquor store. But I know we've got quite a few manhole lids and stuff out there in that woods behind Richard Long's and the Elks and stuff like that, just to try to find where the infiltration's all coming in at.
Any other questions for Stephen? If not, I'll make a motion to approve the contract with East Central. Storm line cleaning, inspection.
To have that come out of our stormwater fee, not out of his budget line item. That's what we established that for, so we need to use it.
Yep.
I have a motion on the floor for up to $25,000. Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Dan.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Steven, you have anything else?
Nope.
Thank you. Randy?
Okay. I was hoping Justin would be here. He's not. There's some items we keep pushing forward. Want to try and get through all this. The stormwater meter fees, we need to discuss that, maybe do something about that tonight. Stormwater fees, Jack, we discussed this. You want to explain what you...
Yeah, the stormwater fees right now is basically $10 a month. It's on your property taxes. So it comes out to $120 a year, or $60 a half when you pay your property taxes. I'd like to see that cut in half. Taxes went up. I think you've heard everything. I think we need to step in and try to get this as lower. I would like to reduce that down to $2 meter fee. And Kara says that'll generate us 900. So I would like to see the stormwater fee, but that's up to you guys. I'd like to see it lower.
What's the balance?
250.
You guys have revenue sheets, it's on.
I think it's 250.
It's on there.
I'll say like 280,
Maybe it is 280, yeah.
but we haven't received everything this year.
286.
286.
Mm-hmm. And that's bringing in roughly how much a year is that? If you haven't received anything yet this year, you'll receive your statements next month.
Yeah.
I think we're all right. I'm in favor of lowering. I would like to be able to do away with it, but it would be so hard to get it started back up this year. But I have no problems with cutting it in half. It won't take effect until, what, next year anyway, I would
Right,
assume.
you won't be established till February next year, so then your first payment. Oh, so we'll start off with the stormwater fee. Let's cut that in half, make it $60 a year.
I make that a motion for starting next year.
If there's no other questions, do I have a second?
Second.
Got a motion, second, all in favor? Any nays? That carries. Now, the meter, it's basically gonna be a maintenance for Brock to get new water meters. We just, in the process of getting all brand new smart water meters, they saved us a ton of money. They show us where some leaks is at. Brock's got to answer that, but to the state at the end of the year. So they've already, I would say, paid quite a bit. So anyway, I would like to see us do a meter fee. The amount is up to council.
Is that something we have to do an ordinance on, I assume?
Yes.
Yep, we'll have to go through that whole process.
Yeah. I don't think, do we have to do that with the stormwater?
Yeah.
If we do this maintenance fee, is it gonna be like on our water bill?
It'll be a fee, a separate line, yes.
Yeah, because I think people need to know that.
Yeah, we will have to establish, in my opinion, a non-reverting for those fees to go into, so he can build that up. I know Jack had said something about, we need money to replace water lines and things like that, so hopefully we can do that with this fee as well.
And this will start as soon as we get the ordinance.
they probably won't want to start it till first of next year.
Okay.
That'd be my guess, maybe,
The meter,
yeah.
the meter fee will be in half.
You can pick the tiller, I think.
I don't know how that works,
Okay.
but Keystone would be able to add that fee to the water bills itself.
Okay.
For only, the sewage only customers wouldn't be charged this fee. It would just be water customers.
I got a question. With doing this, is there a way we can do it where like Ardall, your bigger meters pay more because it's more maintenance? Is that possible?
I mean, our ordinance for our rates, it's broken down by meter size, so I mean, I don't know how that would work, but we can talk to Les about that.
See, we've got a little time here before this all takes effect, so I guess what we need tonight is the fees.
How much do they cost? How much is a new meter?
So it costs, just for the meters, about $256, I think. But like Ardall's meter is like 6,000. So I mean, they're, depending on size, they,
Is that 6 inch out there?
yeah,
Standard residential is 5/8.
yeah. But for everything, meter, antenna, and check valve, you're looking at $500.
Have you had good luck with them so far?
With the new ones? Oh, yeah.
Have you had to replace any?
We've saved a couple houses where people left and we went and shut them off and they didn't come back a week later and realized they didn't have water. Because they were running 300 gallons a minute, or an hour. They saved a lot of damage. And they found the leak on Mount Auburn that was leaking for 15 years. But we never surfaced.
You got a storm or something or close, it's hard to locate.
Went right into it.
How many meters are you gonna put in this year, or are you planning on putting in?
384.
At the end of the year?
Yep.
And those are rated at 20 years?
20 years full warranty, everything.
So what would you like to set the fee at?
I make a motion to set it at $1 meter fee.
Is that just for the 5/8 residential, or are you gonna do $1 for everybody?
I think there probably needs to be a rate. When your bigger meters should be paying a little more than your standard residential, so we can figure that out.
Well, how many people have bigger meters?
All your factories, some of your commercial buildings uptown.
Probably 13. Pretty close to 13. And then that's over 5/8. And it goes from 1 inch to 6 inch.
You just have to do, rate it different. Talk to residential.
It's provided by us though, right?
Yeah.
They don't have to say what's make a difference, what the meter size is.
Well, I wouldn't want to, I guess as far as like Ardall paying $100 a year, you'd be paying $1. I don't know what to say that ratio would be per gallons. I don't know.
I didn't hear the question, so.
You just like to be in that.
What was your question?
What, he wants to know what the difference would be in a 6 inch to 5/8. I hear you right
Like
saying.
price wise? Like,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the city provides that, so what does it matter, you know, if that costs $6,000 or this costs $500? It's still what,
I guess
The way I look at it is
we
we
can
can
set that
set
rate.
Right.
You're saying, okay.
theirs will just be harder to replace, like,
yeah.
with the money.
Now, is the warranty different on those? Because I'm sure they're
Yeah,
pushing
to
a
an
lot more
extent.
gallons
I mean,
than
their
theirs.
meter may not last 20 years. I mean, it won't. Like only your 5/8 are the 20-year full, and I think they are 10-year for the bigger. Each size was different.
They pay a higher rate for that meter too,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't want to get too carried away with.
So how many different size meters altogether?
7, 6 or 7.
Yes.
Sorry.
Your second hand.
I ran out of fingers.
See, like the new mortuary, it's got a 2-inch meter. You know, if you
Yeah,
want
I mean,
to set a rate on it, I mean, that's like $194 a month, not using a drop of money.
7. There's 7 different sizes in the city.
So what's everybody's feelings then on, I mean,
Well, do we just say that we're gonna do the $1 for residential now and then table so we can study more about the bigger meters?
I just push it all through at one time.
Okay.
And if we need to step back and look at that, I mean, there is obviously a difference on how often we're gonna be replacing those.
Yeah, I don't want to put another burden on businesses and that kind of
Yeah,
stuff, and they already have, so if we're gonna do anything, I mean, I don't have a problem with going like $1 residential and $2 for all the others, something like that, I wouldn't have an issue with, but I said, I'd hate to put a burden on some of our businesses that are struggling the way it is.
Factory output, $6.
Right.
Pay some of our fines. $40,000
And that's fine with me, I mean,
Dollar in residential?
yeah, I mean, I was gonna push it through at $2 for everybody, but
So you want to just go dollar straight across the board? So I'll entertain a motion.
I mean, you're not talking that many, you said anyway, so it's not gonna make that much of a difference, so. Just leave it. You make a motion, Randy, on $1 across the board? I'll second that.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor? Any nays? We will work on that. Anything else, Randy? You've got the golf course on here. I talked to Dane about this today. He said with the housing addition coming up and stuff, we're gonna be having to change stuff, so he would like to see us leave it the way it is until we get the housing in and see how much more land we're gonna buy out there, and then we can pursue how golf carts are gonna get back in town and stuff. If we get more land, maybe we put in a trail for golf carts and do it that way. That's just what Dane's opinion was.
so just
But I thought,
table this to the future then? Or?
well, I thought the golf cart ordinance we was originally discussing was about permits.
Like
Yeah,
registration.
Yeah, that's what he was saying, that he'd rather see us do it all at once, because we're gonna have to change the sidewalk. You can't change driving on a state highway, you're not allowed to have a golf cart on a state highway. Yeah, we can not enforce it, but if a state trooper comes through here, he can arrest him. He would just like to wait until it all runs.
I mean, I'm fine with that. We don't want to push through registration and have people not be able to
Yeah.
follow the ordinance. That's not fair.
So we got our stormwater fee taken care of, we got our line maintenance fee taken care of, and we'll table the golf course ordinance.
Yes.
Anything else, Randy?
No, that's it.
Karen?
Okay, I do have a few things, but we'll go ahead and let Brock talk about his quote to repair the building first.
We had a windstorm come through, it ripped, I don't know, 1/8 of our roof off one of our buildings. So I contacted 2 companies, they never showed up, called another one. Mike's Home Mike, I don't know what
Mike's
it's called.
Home Improvement Construction.
He come out and quoted it today to replace the roof and rip the entire roof off and all the sides around the building. Go metal all the way down, new roof. That way all the animals can quit getting in there too on the sides. And it came out $13,000. That includes all the labor. He's leaving the metal. He didn't want it. So, well,
Did you say something about gutters, or you did say?
and it installs the gutters. He's gonna have guttering on it. The only thing we'll have to do is, when he gets it all tore off, we're gonna go to Menards, buy the treated wood for the footer around the edges where all your groundhogs and stuff are getting in. We have to do that and take the forklift and put the metal up on the roof for him, so we didn't have to pay for a rental of a Bobcat when we had one. So,
This building is the oldest one down there. It's got a gravel floor in it, so that's the reason your metal gets ate out quicker than a concrete slab. What's council feeling on spending that for new metal and getting cleaned up?
I motion that we use Mike's Home Improvement and Construction for $13,000.
Do I have a second? Motion second, all in favor? Any nays? That carries.
He'll have to give us a certificate of liability before we can do anything.
yeah, he's sending the W-9 and insurance and all that stuff after everything was approved.
Where's Mike from?
He used to live here in town. He just sold his house and moved to Portland.
Okay.
Okay. So now I need a approval for accounts payables 35255 to 35380 and $303,442.58.
Make a motion to pay the claims.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That's good for the claims.
And then allowance dockets 428 to 55 and another $39,228.18.
Motion to approve dockets.
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries.
And then the last thing I had is, we did receive a thank you card from Brianna's Hope for her sponsorship of their, Hope Fest and, what was it for? Hope Fest and Health Fair. I think everybody's seen that, I passed it around.
Is that all you have?
That's all I have.
Any other questions? I know we pushed an awful lot through tonight. If there's any questions, we'll try to answer. If
Am I
not,
supposed to do this? Did you want me to present this?
yes. I do. Present that.
Get it off the. SDP submitted their compliance form for their abatement that they made back in 2017 when they added onto a warehouse onto their building in the amount of $450,000. So they have to file a yearly compliance form. They filed that with Carol, I think it was last week, and so we opted to go ahead and get this approved through you guys, or not approved, whichever the case may be. The advisory group did meet before the council meeting and recommended approval for it, that they are in compliance.
It's a 10-year abatement.
Yes. I think they might have 1 year, because since it was 2017, so I didn't make a copy of the back side of the page, so.
What's council's feelings on that?
I'm fine with it if everything's checked out and above board.
Got a motion, do I have a second? Second. Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Good for another term.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. I about forgot you. I did forget you.
I thought maybe I was under Cian up there, so.
All right, if nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We're adjourned.